The Helldiver devs have finally decided to commit self-Minecraft. Honestly, it's about time, because we have suspected this for a long time, that these devs think that we are evil, we are bad, we are Nazis, and we are stupid. Let's see how this plays out.
Helldivers 2 developers and the CEO of Arrowhead, Pilistan, states that the Helldivers are evil side grunts, and that the game was an experiment to see if they could brainwash an entire community to fight for a fascist state. And now...
Who cares? It's a goddamn game. Who cares? Who cares? No one's forcing people in that game to execute civilians in lines. This is soon gonna turn into the argument, but the robots and bugs that are trying to kill you are actually the good guys. This literally all smells like another genius, brain damaged exploration into the people who think that the demons in Freeren are good and that Freeren is fascism. 10 out of 10. This should be some kind of litmus test to know if you're a part of society.
Now they are being invited by the United Nations to give talks on extremism. Rightio then. Well,
oh boy.
Any attempt of the developers to pretend that they are on the side of the players have now long since disappeared, I fully and firmly believe.
Yeah. I called them out, by the way, when this happened with the PSN account debacle. Because remember that? I pointed this out. I talked about it. This seems very sus, because I don't think these devs are alright. Because they initially told you, what's the deal? What's the deal, bigot? Why can't you just make a PSN account? It's just like 5 seconds. Just make it, loser. That was their initial stance. After that stance did not work out, and they instantaneously backtracked and said, Sony is evil! That's literally the situation. Now, at the end, players won, so I was happy, and most people were happy. But yeah, obviously, when something like this happens, you know there's a lot of lying. There's a lot of shilling probably going behind the scenes. It's only a matter of time before this probably happens.
As the developers themselves view the players simply as idiots, as fascist dudes that can be brainwashed into totalitarianism, as the bad guys, in essence. That is quite the thing that broke half an hour ago by the time I'm recording this. Player eagerness for the fight for Super Earth begs the question, are we the baddies? Ah yes, it is humanity that is currently being invaded on 3 sides by genocidal bugs, by genocidal robots, and genocidal space aliens that are the bad guys. Why? Because they're humans.
Now, to be fair, I could start some shit, America, here, okay? Because America doesn't think being invaded is an issue, and it seems by a lot of people. But let's not start it, okay?
By and large, the outgroup preference of the left yet again rears its remarkably ugly visage. But let's read through some of this, shall we, so that you can get the full context of the insanity of this. If you played Helldivers 2 for more than about 15 seconds, you're probably well acquainted with the game's wry sense of humor. Like Starship Troopers, the game sees players dying in droves as disposable soldiers in the name of a theocratical democratic utopia. Now, I'm not even that big of a Helldivers 2 fan. Even I know that is...
Is Helldivers a theocracy, by the way? I don't even fucking know.
Isn't true. The Helldivers are the hyper-elites of Super Earth, whereas the regular grunts, you don't even see them at the moment. Not that
that's actually true. I completely forgot about that. Helldivers are the elites. And the joke is that they are elites because they just survive a shitty little course and don't die. Works out well, though.
Too busy getting torn apart by giant bugs and landing supply drops on each other's heads, and also
Based.
killing about 30 times their number of enemies, mind you. In a talk at 2025's Game Developer Conference titled Helldivers 2 Capturing Lightning in a Bottle, Arrowhead CEO Johan Pillestedt reiterated for anyone out of the loop that yes, the game is meant to be ironic, and the fight for Super Earth was always
Wait, yes, we know it. That's what makes it funny. Everyone knows that Super Earth is not real. Fucking dickhead. Is this the same CEO that was at the start of Arrowhead? Or is this the new CEO because the old CEO wanted to balance the game? I don't remember the names, shit.
meant to be to paint players as dispensable henchmen. Whereas Helldivers 2 fundamentally, it would probably be fun to play a co-op shooter where you're put in the shoes of the evil side grunts of pop culture. How many seconds?
Evil side, eh? Surviving and protecting your family is well, actually, there's a certain graph from 0 to 10 that kind of proves this, I guess. So, yeah, I guess.
Would you be able to survive? Again, not even having played that much Helldivers, this is just not true. The Helldivers are not the grunts of Super Earth. They are ridiculous level elites, which is why they can call in, bombing runs and devastating nuclear strikes in essence, and lasers from orbit, etc. They are not the grunts, nor are they by any normal definition the bad guys for simply fighting to be alive. The bugs and the...
Well, you got I can't even I don't even actually have a comparison to how absolutely brain rotten and dead these because these are real arguments that people make. Oh, you trying to survive is bad. You caring about your family is bad. You should care about the microbes in space more than your fucking family, bigot. These are real arguments. These are unironically real arguments by people who should be insane asylums. Now, I'm not saying bring back insane asylums, but I am saying bring back the fucking camps. We kind of need them at this point, okay? Just a couple, okay? Let's not go to the extreme. Just a couple could probably be useful, you know what I'm saying, boy? It's a joke, YouTube. Relax, Jesus.
And the robot have all made it very, very clear that their only real interest is to simply wipe humanity off the map to the last man, woman, and child. Resisting that is not evil, you absolute...
What having a Hitler body pillow technically is?
Fuckwads. Of course, you might start to wonder how fun it'll actually be once you consider the implications of dressing players up in fascist uniforms and calling them to arms under the banner of an imperial state.
Bro, why are they fascist uniforms?
To die again in the name of democracy. We asked ourselves, could we brainwash an entire community to fight for a fascist state? Would they be okay with that? And it turns out, yeah, actually, Pillestedt said in the talk. This guy considers you to be a fascist. He believes that if you're playing Helldivers
and stupid above all, 10 out of 10, what a combo.
As a Helldiver, you are a fascist. You are the bad guy. You are an easily brainwashed idiot. That is Arrowhead's view of you as a player. But it wasn't just players whose heads were turned by the Helldivers' sardonic spin on Imperial warfare. Yes, Imperial warfare is when your home is being invaded. They also garnered the attention of a little organization you might have heard of called the United Nations. Actually, we got a message from the UN asking if you wanted to talk in some form about psychological defense against manipulation, or in this case, indoctrination, more correctly.
What? Yo, this is so fucking wild.
Added Pillestedt. This might all sound like the game is getting a little too real, but he said the key was in finding the right tone and using the imagery in almost educational way. We do it all in fun and good spirits, and we actually try to get people to recognize the science of what is a totalitarian state. If you start wearing the same uniform as everybody else and do the salutes...
So, this is the thing. Yeah, I had a feeling he's gonna say, "Oh, everyone's doing the memes." Yeah, because they're funny. Like this guy just thinks everyone is dumber and no one understands any of this shit. He thinks that people who play Helldivers 2 are actually like already signing fucking up for the purity war.
Constantly, you might be in a totalitarian regime. Or alternatively, you might be.
Yeah, and it's a game. It's absolutely great being in a totalitarian regime in a game. A word I don't use often, Jesus, because it's dumb. Doesn't work out too well most of the time. But it does work out pretty well for the first, like, 5 to 10 years, honestly, so 10 out of 10 there. Anyway, something about trees needed to be bathed in the blood of someone.
In every single armed organization in the history of humanity. Hell, you might be in one of every single political party in humanity, or every single sports club in the history of humanity. All of this.
Actually, he has a great point there. He's right.
This is not evidence of fascist or totalitarian behavior. They are evidence of groupish behavior, which in and of itself is a natural part of human behavior. To simply reduce everything to medieval fascism is exactly why you cannot define totalitarianism today. Because everything, by a definition this broad as wearing the same clothes and doing similar salutes, makes quite literally everything fascist.
That's why, by the way, we never pay attention to any of these dumb shits when someone says that, because, I mean, who needs me explaining that this is dumb and most people don't feel like that, most people don't think like that, and most people do not act like that?
It is unclear if Arrowhead actually had any further discussion with the UN, but it speaks volumes to the game's far-reaching influence and evocative riffs on fascist propaganda. Games are not unfamiliar with these sorts of discussions, but rarely does one invite them so bluntly. To drive the point home and prevent Helldivers 2 from getting too depressing, Arrowhead pulled out the shiny patriotic aesthetics of the US, the EU, and the UN itself, as well as the mantras of regimes like Nazi Germany and North Korea. It creates pleasing aesthetics, pillars are noted, because there's something totalitarian regimes are really good at: pleasing aesthetics.
Let me explain what he means by this, because obviously, okay? There we go. Let me share this right now so you can see. Okay. See? This is what these people are referring to, a problem. It's not exactly this. They kind of mean like more like SS uniforms or dystopian Wolfenstein settings, but you don't actually seem to see a problem. But they're dystopian because reasons. Everyone who says that this is bad typically fails to explain why this is bad. Because this architecture style is an ideology of in itself. This is what they hate. Because it also looks 10 out of 10.
Hell, again, if by pleasing aesthetics we yet again mean smart uniforms, then this too is not the sole purview of fascism. Fascism does not equal when uniform good, god damn it. It is hard to imagine Helldivers without its satirical stormtroopers in every corner of the galaxy, and players have certainly responded to the game's call to arms with eager role-playing, joking, and otherwise. Combine that with Helldivers 2's novel approach to live service, wherein games developers, war constantly finds new ways to seem comically hopeless, and it seems like Arrowhead is better at indoctrinating loyal soldiers than one might expect. Though given Magicka's bewildering Vietnam expansion, maybe we should have all seen this.
That's a lot of self-glazing. Again, ask these peoples to join a VOD effort. All of them are literally going to say no. There's probably going to be one guy who accidentally pressed yes and now he's terrified, but everyone else is going to say no. Okay? Like, it's fucking insane truly insane how these people are like, oh shit, this is happening in a game. I bet this person actually fucking does the same in real life. Damn. I guess if you play Persona 5, you can jump between dreams and shit and stuff. I don't know.
Coming. If you're interested in doing your part, Helldivers 2 is currently on sale for $31.99. So, make no mistake whatsoever. This is the CEO of Arrowhead, of the company itself, declaring its allegiance. It is on the left. It is doing this to mock you.
It's not even on the left, it's on an extreme spectrum of stupidity there.
The mainstream media is embracing that now and claiming the Hell game Helldivers 2 as their thing. This is now an entity meant to take the piss out of you. You are the dumb, evil side grunt that has been brainwashed into fighting for a fascist state. Regardless of
And I'm gonna do it with a smile on my face, you dumb losers.
whether or not any of that is borne out in the actual video game itself. Like, I believe there was an event a while ago where the Helldivers were choosing between either going to a planet and getting an actual physical reward for themselves, or saving a planet filled with orphans and receiving nothing, and the Helldivers
They obviously chose the fucking orphans. And then they chose to do the other thing also.
overwhelmingly went for the orphans, saving the
Yeah, okay. This is also, by the way, a thing. They want to paint this ideology that they are portraying in the game as evil, but all you're doing is defending yourself, so now you're proving that people want to do good because reasons.
children over-enriching themselves. This entire post is basically bug posting at its finest.
True.
And the problem is, it is made by the people who made the game. This is
Yeah. I mean, Helldivers does not have long left, honestly, at this point, because it's blatantly obvious what's slowly happening. Anyway, that was Oddcast 10 out of 10. Oh, bye!